Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a Twice collection video. I've done something similar to this in the past. I did an 80s collection video not too long ago, but this video is inspired by creators like Trade Petals, From Me 17, Loving Hoshi, One Hate, the ones that have done recent collection videos. I really like to watch them and really enjoy making them, so I thought I'd do a couple more. So this is Twice, their albums and photo cards I collect from them. So I'm just going to start with the albums from debut to most recent, and then I'll move on to my photo cards. I'll put a timestamp down in the comments so that if you want to only see the photo cards or only see the albums, you can just look at that. So starting off with their debut, we had The Story Begins. This is still one of my favourite albums to date. It means a lot to me since it's the first album I listened to, and I stand them straight from debut from 16 as I stumbled across it on YouTube, and it means a lot to me. So it started a whole era of K-pop for me. Looking inside, this is just how the album looks. My favourite title track is my favourite B-side is definitely Truth, although I really do love the title track as it definitely was the start of an era. Just have a quick flip through. That was actually terrible. I'm at such a bad angle. This is like just a little flip through of their photo book. Really lovely as usual. These girls could never look bad. And it just comes with like a little garland of them, which has the track list on the back. And moving on to their next release. Their next release was Page 2. So they have like technically 3 versions of this. Officially they have 2, but then Che did a limited edition slipcover. This mint version right here was the first K-pop album I ever bought, so it means like a hell of a lot to me. It's definitely one of my favourite albums ever to ever release from anyone. My favourite tracks are Woohoo and Touchdown. They're just the creme de la creme of B-sides ever. Well, creme de la creme of music anyway. I love them so much. I listen to them daily. I just loved this album a lot. It really secured them as my like top bias, and they've remained my top bias since this. It's a very good album. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. I remember when this first like released, I remember sitting in my dad's car listening to the CD because that's the only place I could listen to it because I didn't have a CD player. And I didn't really have Apple Music, and Spotify were not really in my life at that point. And it brings so many amazing memories for me. This album is just top notch. And then this is Che's cover that she drew. And of course I had to get it since Che is my bias. And then next release was Twice Goes to Lane 1 with the title track of TT. Honestly, I haven't listened to this album like a whole lot. I just didn't. I don't know why. I have listened to the whole thing, but just not like fully. And then this is just like a really nice album. It was the time that they put out their official colours, the peach and the apricot and pink. I just really liked this album. I really liked this era as they all just looked phenomenal. It was the golden era. Just really good. TT, obviously a bop. They all have bops. My favourite songs on this album are Jelly Jelly, Pick Pat and Next Page. And they're just absolute top notch. Listen to them all the time. This album I know I say I haven't listened to this album, but I think I have. Wow, memories. My brain. I've been studying a lot. My brain is frazzled. But everything about just this era was fantastic. The title, the B-sides, the styling, absolutely amazing. And then next release was Twice Goes to Lane 2 with the title track Knock Knock. Right, let me get something straight. Knock Knock is superior. It is their best title track. Anyone that disagrees with me, out. You're off. You are just wrong. Your opinion is wrong. Knock Knock is a bop, and it will forever remain a bop no matter how long we listen to it. So the track list is fairly the same as Lane 1, as this is just a repackage, but my favourite songs are still Jelly Jelly, Pitter Pat, and Next Page. And obviously Knock Knock, as it's the best song. It's a superior track. Again, everything about this era was just phenomenal. The styling was just incredible. They all looked so good. They were all having a good ass time. Everything about it is just incredible. The best. I can't say enough good things about these albums. And to be honest, the lyrics book that you get in these albums is the cutest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a fucking door. Like, it's called Knock Knock and it's a door. I will rave about this for my entire life. This is fantastic. Moving on. Their next release was Signal. Now I only have one version of Signal, as at the time I was going through like a rough patch. And now it's really expensive for some reason. The Signal era is just super expensive, along with all the cards. And I have the Dahyun CD plate. Just this album and this era, I really love the title track. I love the styling. Mushroom Che come through. But some of the side tracks I was a bit about. But to be honest, Signal writes. Anyone that comes for Signal in my comments, I'm blocking you. No, I'm not really, but seriously, Signal is such a good title track, and anyone that says otherwise is just wrong. I also really like Eyes, Eyes, Eyes. I feel like that song's actually amazing. That's all I have to say about Signal, as it was brief. As their next comeback came fairly quickly after that one. But I really enjoyed it thoroughly. And moving on to the next album is Twistagram. Again, I don't have all the versions. I wasn't collecting albums at this point, so I just got one of each version. But honestly, Twistagram, one of the best albums ever in existence. I don't like the packaging as much, as it doesn't really have much going on. And whoever put the stickers here, what is wrong with you? Don't put stickers on albums. That is just a personal opinion of mine. I like to leave my things like this as they come. I don't like to mess with them. And I also really hated the member specific photo books. I'm not trading photo books, that's not my style. I got the Jonghyun stickers, and I got a Che CD plate. It was my first ever Che. I also hate jewel cases, so that can burn. But yes, I really liked this album. All the tracks were absolute bops. To be honest, for the first time, my favourite track on this album was the title. Likey is my favourite title track. It's amazing. The styling was incredible. We got a lot of Jonghyun, and I love to see that because Jonghyun does not get enough praise. And also the rap and like everything about it, just absolutely incredible. Sana chorus, just the best. Good era. Absolutely phenomenal. Moving on. And their next album was Merry and Happy. Honestly, my parents hate me for this album because their title track, well, not the title, they had like a dual title track going on. Merry and Happy and Heart Shaker were on repeat over Christmas. My parents hated it. My mum will not listen to K-pop, but she will listen to Merry and Happy because I made her. In here I got the Nyan CD plate. You almost saw me then, oh my god. This album actually rocked. I love Merry and Happy. Love me a good K-pop Christmas track. Have that shit on repeat. But I definitely loved. I was like a bit iffy about Heart Shaker when it first came out, but now I'm like, Heart Shaker writes. It's fantastic. They all looked phenomenal. I feel like I'm gonna say that with every album because Twice just always look good. But yeah. Just everything about it was so cute, and the hollow on the front is just... This album was fab. I only have one version. I didn't collect albums at this point. I only collected photocards. But like everything about it was just really nice and just felt very warm and nice. And Twice, they make me happy and merry. So we'll move on from that. Moving on to their next release is What Is Love. Again, I only have one version, but I do have the other one on its way, so I technically do have both, so yes. This era also phenomenal. Just everything about it, the styling was absolutely on point. It was so cute and just so lovely, and my favourite track is Say Yes and Deja Vu. Just on Sweet Talker. To be honest, this whole album is absolutely just full of bops. The packaging confused me for a while because they hadn't done anything like it. It was not hardback and I didn't like that. But it did come with a lot of inclusions, and this was the first of their like 10 cards each series, which carried on forever, which we're all dying from, but yeah, we love it secretly. I have here, I think I have the Momo CD plate. I do. But I hate that dress. I'm sorry. But everything, this album had so much stuff in it, including like the thousands of photo cards that you have to collect for it. But yeah, this album was just so amazing. I love their stage outfits for this. Sometimes their stage outfits are like a little bit not great, but they all looked just fantastic this era. And to be honest, we're coming through with the whole bops, Santa choruses, the raps, just everything fantastic, phenomenal. And moving on, their next album was Some Nights. Now, I have opinions about this album. I hate the packaging with an absolute passion. I only have 2 versions because I hate the last one and it pains me to buy it. I'm gonna buy it twice, but like, it pains me. It looks photoshopped and clip arty and I hate it. But this album did bring us Blonde Dahyun and Orange Che, the most iconic Che, apart from Mushroom Che, the most iconic Che we'll ever experience. But unfortunately Orange Che got no lines, so there is that too. But Dance the Night Away came and shook all of us. It actually released on my birthday, the 9th of July, so I was like living my best life. I really enjoyed that. Twice come back on your birthday, what else could you wish for? I really like Chillax on this album, although Dance the Night Away is my favourite track on this album. I don't usually have the title track as my favourite, but it was just an absolute summer bop, and it's getting me through exams currently until they have a comeback after Feel Special. But that is all I have to say about this album. Also, the styling could have been better for some, as I'm very confused about all of this. It's a summer album, why are they all dressed darkly like they're going to a funeral? But yes, we're moving on. So their next release was Yes or Yes, and I do actually have all the versions for this one. They don't want to fit, do they? No. My favourite version by far is this one. It's so cute and so lovely, but Dahyun, honey, what did they do to you? The fringe, I don't get what they were thinking. Like, what the hell is this? Really, I love you, but that fringe was not it. The colour, yes. The fringe, absolutely not. See, it looks better in this picture. Like, she's got no fringe there, it looks great, but then they bring it back here and we're not here for it, I'm sorry. And to be honest, Yes or Yes is not one of my favourite titles either. I liked it. It was nice. It's catchy. The message isn't great. I don't agree with the message. But we like the B-sides. Young and Wild, Sunset, After Moon, all absolute bops. But BDZ, the Korean version, we're not here for it. For these, I have Tsui, or Chewy, I'm sorry, I'm butchering names, Dahyun, without the fringe, thankfully. And I don't actually know who I have. Oh, I have Chio. And I just really liked this comeback. The outfits were absolutely so adorable on stage. They were great. And it was the first of the slightly more mature sort of themes going on. Like, you know, not TT sort of theme. It was slightly more mature, a little bit sexier. Not that I like, I don't know, words escape me. But it was slightly more mature, they're growing up now. I really liked that about it, just the message was flawed. But we do still stand. Their next release was The Year of Yes. Now, this album was beautiful. Everything about this song was just, I loved it so much. It really ended the year nicely for them. It was very, very nice, very soft, very pretty. Showed off sort of them as a team. But my one flaw with the album is, why is the photo book on that side? It's so hard to open, and it's just, It's weird, JYP, what were you doing? But I got Jonghyun and the CD plate, and I can't complain at that. And the photo cards for this era, mad expensive, fam. Like, I don't really know what people are doing with them. They're not like rare or anything. But the title is my favourite since it is a repackage. It doesn't have many new songs, or any really. But it's a very beautiful song, very tear-jerking, just very, very beautiful. And they all looked fantastic. I'll never get over this tray. All that Dahyun without the fringe. And you know what, Nayeon started to come for me during this era. But moving on. Their next release was Fancy. And to be honest, song of the year. Album of the year. But this album is literally huge. If you compare it to like What Is Love, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's so huge, doesn't fit on my shelf. But it was a really good, really, really good song. Like the best song. And these albums, they are nice, but again, slip covers, JYP, please no. Can't stand slip covers. Like, I really just can't do it. And this is the title track. I really like Hot and then Strawberry and Turn It Up. I like this album. This album was very good, although the styling left a lot to be desired. But we got Blonde Che in this, and Blonde Che will be the best Che. I will tattoo Blonde Che onto me. I will put Blonde Che on my grave. Everything just... Geo, oh my gosh. Geo came through with the vocals. We had Nayeon, Jonghyun, Mina. Everything about this era was just absolutely phenomenal. There's nothing else I can say about it. It was the best era. I love this era. It really... It's good. I like it. Fancy You, yes. Moving on to their most recent release, which is Feel Special. I have a lot to say about this album in this era. Yeah, my album is damaged. But with CD plates, before we move on to much else, I have Chewy, Chaeyoung, and Nayeon. And a Dahyun lyric book. I have a lot to say about this. Feel Special as a whole did not, like, it didn't come and wow me until I sort of thought about the meanings and the things behind it. Feel Special became more iconic as it moved on. Obviously with Mina being on hiatus for anxiety and other things, we missed her. We are so happy that she has somewhat recovered and feels that she can come back and promote with the girls. We love to see JYP giving their artists free rein on their own mental health. That is very important, and we're very proud of Mina. But the album itself, like the B-sides, wowed me more than the title track. Don't come for me. But I love the B-sides. Get Loud, Trick It, Love Foolish. Just all very, very wonderful and constantly on repeat. More than Feel Special, but then again, Dahyun's rap in Feel Special will always be iconic. There is that. And just everything about this era was really nice. Everything felt kind of softer. Obviously, like, there were some messy parts in it, like Geo being injured, Mina being absent, some other things going on the showcase for the comeback. But we love them no matter what happens. And to be honest, Feel Special is now one of my favourites. It wasn't at the start, but like, it is now. And I really love the styling. Except we need Jonghyun to have a new stylist. She deserves better. Please, JYP. But that is actually it for albums. We'll be moving on to photocards. So this is my photocard binder. I collect 2 members of Twice. And then it just has this at the side. So I collect Che for album photocards and also Geo for album cards. And then I also collect Che for like trading card sets like Twi and Halloween. So I just have this glittery thing at the front, and we have, of course, Blonde Che because Blonde Che is superior. So it just goes in album order, so I have all of her cards for The Story Begins and page 2. And then I just have the album list here, but you've seen all that. And then I have Twice Coastal Lane 1, the Christmas edition, which I don't actually have, and I don't intend on getting the album for it, to be honest, since it's limited edition and I really don't think I'll ever find it for a good price. We have Twice Coastal Lane 2, and then Signal, which is fully completed for her, and then Likey and Merry and Happy, and then What Is Love, which actually isn't completed, which fucks me off. And then we have these scratch cards, which I'm collecting OT9 for, and then we have her Summer Nights, which is completed, and then an OT9 set for that. Then we have Year of Yes, we have Yes or Yes, which is completed, and then the OT9 set, and then the Year of Yes, which is completed. And then we have Fancy with this tray in the middle, since this is my favourite card of all time. I will take it to my grave. And then the OT9 set. Then we have Feel Special, which is almost completed, I just need one more. And then the OT9 set, which is also completed. Then we have the trading card sets. You'll notice a lot of these are on the way. I found Neokio recently, well, I didn't find them, I saw them in others' videos and thought I'd check them out, and I bought a lot. So any of the ones with like these blue stickers or different colour stickers, because I ran out of blue, are all on the way. So I just have these, which is that was Twice Lights, and this is Twi, and then Halloween, which I do have one for at the minute. And then there was the University set, which I only have 2 missing from. Then that was the end of Che, and then we have Geo. Honestly, this picture broke me. And then I haven't got a whole lot for Geo really, but I'm working on it. So I have 2 of her cards from Story Begins, and then 1 from page 2. We have her set from Twice Coastal Lane 1, and just the yellow version of Lane 2. And then we have 1 for Signal, 2 for Likey, and 1 for Merry and Happy. Then we have 1 What Is Love, and then some for Summer Nights, which I will be completing soon. Then we have some Year of Yes or Yes, my god. And then this is Year of Yes, which I have none for since they're so rare. Well, not rare, they're just expensive. And then we have Geo, oh my god, of course it's Geo. We have Fancy, and then Feel Special. I'm hoping for a comeback soon so I can add to it. And this is Yeri, this is not. And then that is everything for my photo cards and albums, and everything for my Twice collection. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to bring more to you soon. Thank you.